Oh, my Lanta. I never know how long to wait until like. But anyway, I think we're live now, and it is hot today. Whew. I am sorry I am so late. I was trying to get contacts in my face, and they would just not get in my eyeballs. But when I wear my glasses, all the things glare. So yeah, it's awful. Anyway, so it's been a hot minute since I've been online. So there were technical difficulties once I finally got my contacts in my face. But yeah, I think we're good. I hope everybody can hear me. Can you hear me good? Hey, Zelda. Hi, Felicia. Thanks for hanging in and waiting for me. What kind of pizza are you making? I love pizza. I make homemade pizza up here at the farm. Now that I have my oven, it's bougie. Yes. Okay. My goodness, we have a lot to talk about today. Woo-wee. Wow. Like I was trying to make all my little notes and stuff for the video, and it was just like things are just going off. It is crazy right now with the Lori drama. Absolutely crazy. So let's just get right into it. So they finally, yes, woo! They charged him with murder. She wrote. I actually printed off the warrant just because I like to look at it. Where is it? It's right here somewhere. You'd think I'd have all this together, but you know, I mean, that's Melanie Gibbs timeline. Oh, let's see. Yes. Boom. Shicka boom boom. Right there, folks. We have a warrant for criminal conspiracy, murder one, criminal conspiracy, murder one conspiracy, theft grand for Miss Lori Noreen Vallow Daybell. Well, Lori Cox, Vallow Daybell. Yeah, anyway, she got a lot of names, this girl. I'm not, like I've been married 3 times myself, so, but, I just got divorced. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work to go to plan out the whole, and not get caught and everything. So to me, the divorce was easier in the long run. But anyway, so let's go through this. I think we have probably all heard it read, but I do want to go through it because it's going to be fun. But one of the things is what I've noticed is a lot of us, it's just been so long. It's been so flipping long since we had any movement on this case that wasn't, Mark Means crying about, being picked on, stuff like that. And we're getting a little worried about it. But since it's so complicated, I've gone to the liberty of, I've made what this is called a flannel board. Now, I don't know how many of you know this, but I'm an ex-Momo. So, yeah, so I went to church. I raised Mormon or whatever. Yeah, so one of my holdovers from that, I used it when I did homeschool with my kids, but they have this wonderful little thing called a flannel board. So it's like this board is made of flannel. Well, it's made out of cardboard, duct tape, hot glue, Elmer's glue, and flannel. If you want to get technical, that is the recipe. But I did that because this thing has gotten so crazy and out of control. Don't mind me while I fan. I hope that's not, is that really loud in the thing? Hey, Kebs. When I made this nice little flannel board here. So anyway, that's enough about the flannel board. So today we are here to talk about, let's see if I can reach my little Chad and Lori Daybell. Maybe we want the bigger pictures of them. Do we have bigger pictures of them? I think we do. What do we got here? Okay, which one? We have tiny Lori, medium Lori, big Lori. Big smirk Lori. Let's use smirk Lori. Yes. So we have Lori, and let's get a Chad. We need a Chad. Chad. I put a little veil on the back of Chad's. All right. Here's Lori and Chad. There we have Lori and Chad, who have the ability, from what they say, to see through the veil. I made them little veils too, just because, you know, there's her veil, there's Chad's veil. So, all right, they're little veils. So, all right, so we have, oh, that's Melanie Gibbs. We want this one. My eyeballs, I beat the crap out of them trying to get my contacts in there, and now they're doing that little twitchy thing. That's great. That's a great idea to do right before you go live. I should have put those in earlier today, but anyway. Chad Guy Daybell and Lori Noreen Vallow Daybell. It doesn't say Daybell, I just added that. Are accused by the grand jury of Fremont County by this indictment as follows. Count number 1, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and grand theft by deception, which is a felony in the state of Idaho. I think it's a felony everywhere, but anyway. The defendants, Chad Guy Daybell, Lori Noreen Vallow, and Alex Cox. Oh, we need an Alex. Where's our Alex? Let's put Alex up here. Okay. All right. Oh, I got that turned to the wrong angle. Okay, can you see that okay? All right. So we have Lori, and Alex is Lori's brother. It is Lori's big brother. So, all right, let's see. And this is comedian Alex. We also have Family Guy Alex. So, but we're gonna go with comedian Alex because, yeah. Anyway, so this can be kind of a dramatic reading of this shit because I am so excited. I'm so excited that they are finally getting charged with murder, that the families are finally going to get some justice. As bittersweet as that may be for some of the family members. Okay. Okay. The defendants, Chad Guy Daybell, Lori Noreen Vallow, and Alex Cox, and other co-conspirators. Let's see what we got for co-conspirators here. I mean, we don't know. Oh, Melanie, get back here. She's trying to run away. Look at that. Stick by there, Melanie. And Melanie's boyfriend, is he yeah, they were around a lot for a lot of stuff, weren't they? It was weird. It was suspicious. Oh, where are you going? Chad is trying to get away? Okay. I didn't say this was a great system. This is just, yeah, cuts down on the tape usage. And then, you know, a little bit of Julie Rowe. Just stick her right up there. Okay. Co-conspirators. I am the most excited about that word right there in this entire indictment because it says, and other co-conspirators, both known and unknown. So, we're not done. We are not done. In my opinion. This is all my opinion. This is not the news. This is a big old commentary on the news. Okay, so all of this is my opinion. Don't sue me. I'm poor. It won't do you any good. You'll have to get in line behind student loans, and we all know they're getting their money first. So anyway, okay. So where were we? We were talking about the co-conspirators, both known and unknown, on or between the dates of October 26, 2018. That was a long time ago. And continuing until January 15, 2020 in the county of Madison. Now let's look at that date just right quick, 2018. So I happen to have, this is a hybrid of Annie Cushing's timeline and some stuff I have added to it. And it wound up being 88 pages long. It's ridiculous. This thing is so complicated. Okay, so let's go to October of 2018. and see what was going on back then. So this is about the time that, okay, well, technically, supposedly, Lori and Chad met in September of 2018. So we have September, and then October of 2018, we're already plotting stuff. So on October 12th is the approximate date that Charles Vallow reaches out to a friend in the insurance business to ask for help getting the payout from Joseph Ryan's insurance policy. So they were, I guess, apparently having a little struggle with that. That's from Annie Cushing's timeline, which is excellent. And I need to post a link to that. Amy, what's up, girl? Hey, girl, hey. So then, okay, so supposedly in October, approximate date, Melanie Gibbs met Lori Vallow. So, I mean, they're going right from what they perceive to be the very beginning, I believe. So they're saying October 26, 2018. So supposedly, okay, so Charles reaches out to the insurance company to get the payout on Joe on the 12th of October. On the 12th is also about the day that Melanie Gibbs meets Lori. So interesting. Then Lori Vallow shares her testimony at the group gathered at Melanie Gibbs' home on 10/19, and that was the whole where she was like, so then I went to my bishop and I told him, I'm going to kill somebody if you don't let me into the temple. And so, you know, you better let me into the temple so that, yeah, because, you know. So Joe Ryan, I got a picture of Joe here somewhere. Where's Joe? Joe Ryan is Lori's ex-husband, okay? Joe Ryan is, oh, get back here. Okay, there goes, she's trying to dance off of our flannel board here. And look at this guy. He's not all right. This worked a lot better. Like while I was, yeah. Anyway, let's use this box that I need to get opened eventually. I gotta do my unboxing. Right now they're gonna. Okay, there we go. All right. Stay focused. So Joe Ryan is Tylee Ryan's father, and he is also Colby Ryan's stepfather. So, yeah. Colby Ryan's father is still, his biological father is still alive. He got out, luckily, I guess, right in time, and didn't insure himself. That's probably what, yeah. Anyway, just my opinion. So then we have October 26, 2018 is the day that Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell meet at a Preparing the People event in St. George, Utah. This is when Melanie Gibbs supposedly introduces Chad to Lori. Lori was super flippin' obsessed with Chad before that, though, and we know that from the video that Zach did with Justin Lum, and from other sources. We knew that already, but Justin Lum's video with Zach Cox, who is, oh gosh, this is just, oh, there's so many people. Zach Cox is Adam Cox. That's his dad, or I mean son. We got I thought we had an Adam. Maybe we don't have an Adam. Where's Adam at? I am adamant that we find an Adam at this juncture. Oh, is that, I think that's Adam. Yeah, that's Adam. Here's Adam. Okay, so Adam is another brother of Lori. Yeah, Colby, you don't got to be up there, honey. You fine. We figured out who Colby is, and we're going to just move Colby, Tylee, and Joe just for a minute, because we're going to need the room. Let me just tell you. Okay, so Adam is Lori's big brother. I believe Adam's the oldest. And then Alex, and then Stacy. I don't know. That's a whole, that's neither here nor there right now, but it's her big brother. So, wow, I just really went off sideways on that. Let's just get back. Let's see. Until this day, every time I eat cookies and Kool-Aid, my mind takes me back to Sunday school. Well, some things never change. Felicia, same. And can you even look at funeral potatoes without thinking of like functions, you know. I don't know what they call them other places, but we call them cantaloupe potatoes, and they're delicious. Okay. October 26th, continuing through January 15th, 2020, in the county of Madison, state of Idaho, and elsewhere, including Fremont County, Idaho, and part of a continuing criminal transaction and common scheme or plan in Madison and Fremont counties, Idaho, did willfully and knowingly combine, conspire, confederate, and agree to commit murder in the first degree of Tylee Ryan, and to commit grand theft by deception. So that grand theft by deception is that's for Social Security. You know, the government, they want their money. You know, you're out there, say you're selling drugs or something. I mean, you're going to get a ticket for that, but you're going to get an even bigger ticket for not reporting the taxes. You know, like if you're you know, a drug kingpin, say. Anyway. In furtherance of the conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree of Tylee Ryan and grand theft by deception, and to affect the objects thereof, one or more of the following overt acts were committed by one or more of the subjects of the conspiracy as part of a continuing criminal transaction and common scheme or plan within the Madison and Fremont counties or elsewhere in the state of Idaho. That's a bunch of fancy talk for here's what they did. Here's why. Here's why we think that. On or between October 26, 2018 and June 9, 2020, Chad Guy Daybell and Lori Noreen Vallow did endorse or espouse religious beliefs for the purpose of encouraging and justifying the homicide of Tylee Ryan. So that's a lot of words for, they use their little culty religious beliefs to justify the murder of Lori's child. On or about August 16th, 2019, Lori Noreen Vallow did change the deposit of Tylee Ryan's Social Security benefits from Tylee Ryan's JP Morgan Chase account to deposit money directly into Lori Noreen Vallow's personal BBVA account. August 16th. So that was, you know, Tylee died on September 9th, we think. So what was her justification for that? I mean, yeah. I bet that made Tylee pretty upset. Yeah. Okay, on or about the September 1st, 2019, Lori Noreen Vallow did move from Chandler, Arizona to Rexburg with Alex Cox, Tylee Ryan, and Joshua Jackson Vallow. Now, here's the interesting thing. So, Alex, when he moved to Rexburg, he never even, like, shut down his he didn't get out of his lease. He didn't move out of his old house. He just rented a new one and left it basically empty. In fact, he left in such a hurry, he forgot to shut his garage door. So his garage door was open for quite a while during that. And he lives in a really great neighborhood. I guess we get, let's see. On a lighter note, God bless you guys, and I pray you are all doing well. She'll be here momentarily. Me? I'm here. Who? Can you see me? Am I talking to myself? Oh my God, I will die. It says I'm live. Can you guys see me? Give me some thumbs up and stuff in the You'll be here momentarily. Oh wait, yeah, you can hear me because we're talking about cookies and stuff. Okay, yeah, all right, I got it. All right, so what was I saying? I'm so hot, my brain is melting. Okay, so all right, on or between. Oh yeah, we were talking about, okay, so that They moved to Chandler, and Alex didn't even move out of his old place. Okay. On or about September 8th, 2019, Chad Guy Daybell Googled south-southwest wind and visited a website entitled, "What is the definition of south-southwest wind?" So this is something that you do when you're planning in my opinion, it was because of for the wind direction and stuff, okay, because let's look at that date, September 8th. That's the day that Tylee was killed. And so the wind direction, it could have been to see which way the smoke was blowing. It could have been that they were like just like planning all of it together, talking about all of it, talking about shooting Tammy, and it just happened to be the same day that, Tylee was killed, in my opinion. Yeah. But what that means, south-southwest wind, it means that the wind is blowing from the south-southwest towards the north-northeast, I guess. That when the wind being south-southwest, that's where it's coming from. I don't know if you need to know that, but that's what it means anyway. So on or about September 9th, 2019, Alex did go to 565 Pioneer Road in Rexburg, Idaho. That's the apartment 175. That's Lori's apartment. On or between September 9th and February 1st, Lori Noreen Vallow failed or refused to contact Social Security Administration as required by law to inform them of Tylee's death. So, yeah, and that she did continue to collect Social Security benefits on Tylee's behalf. So that's what the count one is about. That is just so messed up. It just is so messed up. All right, count number 2. The defendants, Chad Guy Daybell and Lori Noreen Vallow, on or between the 8th and the 9th day of September in the county of Madison, state of Idaho, and as part of a continuing scheme or plan or continuing criminal transaction between Madison and Fremont counties in Idaho, were concerned in the commission of a first-degree murder and did aid and abet in its commission, or not being present, advised, and encouraged its commission, or okay, so I was running out of ink, so this is really light. It's hard for me to see. Plus, I poked myself in the eye several times right before I got online, so I'm just really super smart that way. Okay. All right. Legalese, another to advised and encouraged its commission, or by command compelled another to commit the crime, and did so with the malice afterthought, and did so willfully and deliberately and with premeditation, which resulted in the death of a human being. To wit, did either kill Tylee Ryan and or assist in the killing of Tylee Ryan, and or did encourage the killing of Tylee Ryan, and or did command another to kill Tylee Ryan. So basically what they've done here in legalese is cover every base. They can't come along and say, well, Alex did it. Like, you're all guilty. You're all guilty of the conspiring of it. It doesn't, but I don't believe Alex did it. I believe Lori did it, and Alex, sorry, I had a little timer come up there. That Lori, in my opinion, that she killed Tylee, and that Alex helped her cover it up, but that he was completely aware of it, didn't stop her, any of that. So now we're on to count number 3, conspiracy to commit Daybell, Lori Noreen Vallow, and Alex Cox, deceased, right here, that guy, both known, and other co-conspirators, maybe, oh, wait, let's get you down off of there. You're not a co-conspirator. Okay, so it could be him. It could be her. It's probably most definitely her. Get back up there, Chad, and quit trying to run away from your problems. Get under your little veil that you can see through there, sir. All right. And then she's dancing off the stage again. Okay. All right. In furtherance to the, oh wait, did I just skip right? Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Continuing. Okay, so on or between the dates of October 26th and continuing through January 15th in the County of Madison, State of Idaho, and elsewhere, including Fremont County, Idaho, as part of a continuing criminal transaction and common scheme or plan in Madison and Fremont counties, Idaho, did willfully and knowingly combine, conspire, confederate, and agree to commit murder in the first degree of Joshua Jackson Vallow, therein after J.J. Vallow, and to commit grand theft by deception. Again, a bunch of fancy words for they all did it. They're, you know, like they are all involved in it. And here's why we think so. Overt acts. And then, you know, the legalese for that is in furtherance of the conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree of J.J. Vallow and grand theft by deception and to affect the objects thereof. One or more of the following overt acts were committed by one or more of the subjects of the conspiracy as part of a continuing criminal transaction, a common scheme or plan within Madison and Fremont counties or elsewhere in the state of Idaho. Here's what they did and why we think they did it. Okay. On or between October 26, 2018 and June 9, 2020, Chad Guy Daybell and Lori Noreen Vallow did endorse and teach religious beliefs for the purposes of justifying the homicide of J.J. Vallow. Now let's go back. Did they say that with Tylee? No. Yes. And so basically, Chad, all right, now we're going to move to religious beliefs, Chad. Let's see. Should we give him his veil? Let's give him his little veil. So Chad is pretty sure that he's going to lead us into the promised land. You know, this is us, but he's trying to lead into the promised land. Only 144,000 of us, though. And only if we espouse their beliefs. Yeah. Okay. So, on or about October 26, 2018 and June 9, 2020, Chad Guy Daybell and Lori Vallow did endorse and teach religious. Oh, I said that already because we got religious Chad up here. Okay. On or between October 26, 2018 and June 9, 2020, Chad. Oh, I just read that for the third time. We're going on to number 2 now for real. On or about September 1st, 2019, Lori Noreen Vallow did move from Chandler, Arizona to Rexburg, Idaho with Alex Cox, Tylee Ryan, and Joshua Jackson Vallow. On or about September. Oh, we're missing some co-conspirators. Wait a second. Wait just a second. Okay, so this here, what we have here, well, actually, he wasn't in there yet. Let's give him some doubt benefit or whatever. Benefit of the doubt. Yeah. So, well, Melanie Gibbs. So what had happened was Lori, she moves from Arizona. She moves to Rexburg, Idaho. Now, who's in Arizona? None other than good old Melanie Gibb. Melanie Gibb also knows. Oh, is there another? Do we got another co-conspirator we could put up here? Yep. Melanie Gibb used to go to church with this nice lady, Zulema. Zulema is a professional hugger, cuddler. I mean, she gets paid to hug people, I guess. Professionally. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some like strategy. I don't know. Like, I know she goes in for the bro hug. Probably not. It's probably more of a, oh, pat. Yeah. Little squeeze. And you're like pulling away. She's like, no, wait, no. Shh. Let it happen. I don't know. Anyway, I just cannot get over she's a professional cuddler. I just creepy. And then I have this little picture, this little teeny tiny picture of Jason Mao. He was little. He's in this. He's in a lot of it, and I printed him and made him very small because his head is so big that it didn't matter how big of a piece of thing I put on. Yeah, part of it was going to hang off. So anyway, Jason Mao, and he is named in Melanie's indictment, so we can say his name now. All right. I could not get all of the members of Eval printed because, like I said, I ran out of ink, and this is going to be like some Storytime series because we got to get caught up so that we're ready when it's time to go to trial. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can. There we go. All right. So who we have so far? Oh, did Lori? Oh, there. Where is Lori? Did she? Okay, there she is. So this is our flannel board here. So far on our flannel board we have Lori, and we have Chad. This is Chad. Okay. That's religious leader Chad. Okay. And then we have Smirky Lori. Okay. This is the veil that Chad can see through. Like, I don't know. It's an important part of his entire little thing. So I felt like he should have his veil, So that's Chad's veil. We're just going to lift that up so we can see him. Okay. So Chad's veil. And then these are the people. This is the 144,000. It's not. It's like a dozen people, but I couldn't, And then, yes. Oh, shit. I just fanned them off. So, and then this is Zulema. Zulema was married to Alex on a whim right before he died. I don't know if it was on a whim. In my opinion, it was pretty whimsical. Not in a good Disney way, but more in a dark HBO way. But anyway, so this is David Warwick, and then we have Melanie Gibb, and I got to go back here and fan some sweat off. Jeez, it is so hot. So I don't have makeup on, it would just come off anyway. Then this is Jason Mao, and then we have the religious leader, Chad, trying to run away. And then it keeps mentioning co-conspirators. And so I have Julie Rowe and Melanie Pulowski, who is Lori's niece. All right, maybe we should just do a quick family tree. Okay. I mean, I have the dudes for it, so we might as well. The dudes. Okay. So we have Lori, and her parents are, let's see, not Melanie Gibb. Okay. Jason, just go sit over there for a minute. We'll let you know if we need you. So we have Barry Cox, and we have, all right, so this is her mom, Lori's mom. Barry is her dad. Okay. And Barry, you're being a pain in the butt, Barry. You too. I forgot the mom's name. What's the mom's name? Janice something? Janice Cox, maybe? Anyway, so they have Lori. Well, first they have Adam, and then they have Alex, and somewhere in there we have Stacy, who mysteriously died. That's a whole nother video though. Then we have Lori and Summer. I think Summer's the baby, or is Lori the baby? Anyway, not important. So then, okay, so Stacy is Melanie's mom. Where did Melanie go? Let's do little Melanie. Okay, so this is Melanie Pulowski. Okay, so that's Stacy's child. And then I don't have an Adam. Okay, so Adam's Zach's. All right, you know what? I happen to have a Luke Skywalker here. I don't have a picture of Zach Cox, but Luke Skywalker represents Zach right now. Okay, all right. So Adam is Zach's dad. And then, oh, get back up there, Summer. You just hold still for a minute, girl. And then, then we have, where's the kids? Where did the kids go? I should have had this better organized, you guys. I thought I had the kids right here. They're in their own pile so that they don't touch the, oh, there they are. Okay, so then we have Colby. Now you hear the name Annie Cushing a lot. So we're gonna, okay, hold on, we're gonna get to you in a minute, Annie. Sweat's just like dripping down my face. It's super awesome. It's really flipping humid and hot here today. All right, I thought I had the kids up here. Where did they go? All right, this is just, what is going on, you guys? Oh, there they are. Nope, that's still not them. How did I lose Colby and Tylee? I lost, oh, there they are, I see them. I see them, they're right here. Okay. Okay, so Summer, Alex. So, all right, let's get that up there. Now Lori has Colby and Tylee. Okay. And Tylee's dad is Joseph Ryan, and Joseph Ryan and I'm going brain dead, it's so hot. And Annie and Joe are brother and sister, but they didn't grow up together. They had some, anyway, but yeah, so Joe and Annie Cushing has been instrumental in keeping this in the forefront. She did a really great, she's an analyst, and so she makes data sexy. And she took her knowledge and her background, and she has made like a really comprehensive timeline, and has like a website and like it's a dashboard where you can go in and you can actually just search for whatever video, you can search for keywords. It is, I think, going to wind up being the gold standard for law enforcement down the road, in my opinion. It should be if it's not already. So you have Colby. All right, Summer. I mean, we're just going to get her out of the way because, okay, so Stacy dies mysterious circumstances, okay? So we're going to get Stacy out of there. Melanie and Lori become closer at that point, I guess. Lori is the one that told Melanie that her mom died. So when Lori moves to Rexburg, she moves to Rexburg. Oh, geez. Okay. This is just a nightmare. This works so much better in church. I don't even understand why it's not working here. You know what? Don't even tell me. Don't even tell me it's a demon spirit. All right. Come on. I mean, come on. All right. So Luke Skywalker and Adam, that's actually Zach Skywalker. Okay. And then, all right. Okay. So Lori moves to Idaho. Pretty soon here comes Melanie. She follows her. Pretty soon here comes Alex. He follows her. So now we have these three living in Rexburg, moving from Chandler, where good old Melanie Gibbs, Zulema, I think that's where, oh no, she's in Idaho too. Got David Warwick, all those people are in Arizona, right? Now they're they've fallen down. Anyway, so yeah. So, all right, let's go back to this. So they've moved on or about September 23rd. Alex Cox did take possession of J.J. Vallow. So basically, we had, it's so funny because this woman is there right before everything. We had Melanie Gibbs and David Warwick visiting Lori at her house. They were recording a podcast episode called Feeling the Fire. Yeah. It is the humidity. It's absolutely screwing with and it's making my pictures go zoop, zoop. I've only done flannel boards in Idaho. This is my first Hawaiian flannel board. Now, I know I don't see a lot of flannel boards here. Okay. All right, you guys, sit still. I have monster tape here, or not, I keep calling it monster tape. It's actually Gorilla tape. But yeah, guess it depends on what you're taping with it in this case. So meanwhile, Chad he's like preaching to all these guys, right? And they're all just buying it up. They're all just like, oh my goodness, you're amazing. Alex is listening to it while he's on his trips, like instead of listening to the radio or music or something, they would listen to Julie Rowe podcasts, and different, the different Julie Rowe, good old Julie Rowe. They would listen to her podcasts and the other about people like Jason. Now, where's Jason with his teeny tiny picture? Where's Jason? There he is. Okay, my stomach was growling. That's a growl. That was my stomach growling. So they would listen to these podcasts rather than listen to the radio or whatever, and just get really indoctrinated, with all of this end of the world doomsday. It's culty stuff, okay, in my opinion. So, all right, on or about November 26, 2019, Lori Noreen Vallow did, let's see, I just lost my spot. Lori Vallow, on or about November 26, 2019, Lori Noreen Vallow provided a false and or misleading physical location of J.J. Vallow to law enforcement during a lawful investigation. She lied. This is that whole, they're at the movies and she got Melanie Gibbs to lie for her. And Melanie Gibbs wanted us all to believe, like, I didn't know what was going on. And I was in this interview right here, and she kept like smirking all weird too. Let's just get her interview photo out here. Oh, it was at that one, or maybe it was that was the second interview. The first one, she had her pink shirt on, but she's just, like, I didn't know. And so then she called me, and Chad, he told me not to talk to the police, but now we've heard of this other phone call that was made in like January of 2019. So really kind of before this was blowing up. And in my personal opinion, if it weren't for Larry and Kay Woodcock, we wouldn't know about any of this. I'm from Idaho. And so I know exactly how motivated they are to just sweep stuff under the rug. I mean, there was this one case of a lady in Idaho where she had pulled off. There's a lot of really, I think in Montana or Idaho. I think it was in Idaho. I cannot remember for sure. I think she was driving back from Montana. But this is the kind of stuff we're dealing with in this area, okay? So she's driving back from Montana. She gets kidnapped in a rest stop. And the rest stops are really, there's like nothing between Idaho Falls and Buuuut. Nothing except desolation and a couple of toilets. I mean, there are dry towns going through there where you can't even buy alcohol. Like, I mean, it's very, still the old West, I mean, shoots. In some places, they just decided not to build anything, and nobody really has changed that since, So I don't know why, but there's just, it's really desolate. And so this woman had pulled over and gone to the bathroom in one of these little, hole in the ground toilet. They called it a rest stop, but it's not really like what you would picture a rest stop to be. It's literally just a little place to pull off the highway and poop. Anyway, so she had pulled off the highway, and was kidnapped, and the guy stuck her in her trunk, and he didn't know that she had the family's weapon in her trunk. And a lot of I feel like probably what happened was when she's going to the bathroom, she locked her purse in her trunk. That is like, that's a thing. People do that. So it's not sitting on your seat, so nobody sees it laying around or whatever. So the guy kidnaps her, throws her in her trunk, steals her car, and she calls her family from the trunk and tells them, like, her daughter and her husband. And she's like, help, I'm kidnapped, I'm in the trunk or whatever. They call the police. The police go to the they just, like, they're kind of whatever about it. But anyways, when they did find her, she was in her trunk, shot, and they were like, it's probably a suicide, not a big deal. One of my very good friends, his first cousin, they were at a like a party. Like, we would go up into the hills or whatever, like kegger or something like that. I don't even think it was a kegger. I think it was just a big get together. He went up during the party supposedly and just never came back. Left his car, left all his stuff, whatever. Didn't have a ride. The guy, like, hunted and fished and stuff, so he knew how to survive in the wild. But yet he doesn't take his phone or his water or anything. And they're like, he probably just ran away. They're not doing anything about it. They're just, so luckily this got some national spotlights, and I really am going to try to spotlight a couple of other cases there in Idaho, like Darwin Best. He was a good friend of mine, and he just disappeared. The Spider-Man. If you want to Google him, that's how you would want to Google him, as Spider-Man disappears without a trace in Southeast Idaho. He's actually the one that named the hobo spider. I mean, like, he was a toxicologist, not a toxicologist, a toxin, like, so he studied toxins. And but anyway, so I'm getting sidetracked. Woo, I digress like no other. Okay. Need to have a segue alert. Okay, on or about, so he did take possession. Okay, on or about September 23rd, 2019 and February 20th, 2020, Lori Noreen Vallow failed or refused to contact Social Security Administration as required by law to inform the Social Security Administration of JJ's death. So let that be a lesson. If you are going to kill someone and you are you're receiving benefits on their behalf, don't make it 2 charges. Just cancel the benefits, On or between the dates of September 9th, 2019 and February 1st, 2020, Lori Noreen Vallow did wrongfully continue to collect 4 monthly Social Security survivor benefits on behalf of JJ Vallow and 4 monthly Social Security child and care payments. So she got 5 payments on Tylee and 4 on JJ. The defendants, okay, so count number 3, first degree. Oh, is that? That's the 4. That's a count number 4. The defendants, Chad Daybell and Lori Noreen Vallow, on or about between the 22nd and 23rd day of September in the county of Madison, state of Idaho, and as part of the common scheme or plan, continuing criminal transaction between Madison and Fremont counties in Idaho, was concerned in the commission of a first-degree murder and did aid and abet in the commission or not being present, advised and encouraged its commission or by command compelled another to commit the crime, and did so with malice, afterthought, and did so willfully, deliberately, and with premeditation, which resulted in the death of a human being, to wit, did either kill JJ Vallow or assist in the killing of JJ Vallow, or did encourage the killing of JJ Vallow, and or did command another to kill JJ Vallow in violation with the Idaho Code. Basically, you're going to get the same thing whether you told someone to kill someone, conspired to kill someone, or actually killed someone in the state of Idaho. I'm sorry, that must have been that gurgling. It found its way out. I want to do a showcase about, I actually talked to Auntie Freeze, my bestie, who gets on here with me a lot. We are going to absolutely do that. There's a couple of cases that I'm too close to, that I know too many of the people involved, and it's, I kind of, I walk a fine line because I have been, my grandpa was murdered. I don't know if you've seen that. I talked about a little bit on a video, but so I keenly understand the way the family, I can empathize. I can't understand it because back then it didn't blow up. There was not, it was in the news and stuff, but nothing like this at all. So I try to tiptoe through that, and then there's going to be like cases that I really want to cover, but I won't because I'm too close to it in certain ways. But I know people anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to let that stop me from doing Darwin Vests, but I won't be anyway. So blah, blah, blah. Moving, all right, okay. But yes, excellent idea. I'll be doing that. That was a lot of words for yes. Yes, you're right. Okay, so the defendants, so that was the first degree murder. Count number 5 is conspiracy to commit. So that defendants Chad Guy Daybell, Lori Noreen Vallow, and Alex Cox deceased. So they're naming Alex as an actual defendant postmortem. So on or about October 1st, 2018 through January 15, 2020 in the county of Fremont, state of Idaho, and elsewhere, including Madison County, as part of a continuing transaction and common scheme or plan in Fremont counties, Idaho did willfully and knowingly commit, combine, conspire, confederate, and agree to commit murder in the first degree of Tamara Tammy Daybell. And they did combine and conspire to commit murder on one or more of the such persons to the act affect the object of the combination or conspiracy. Okay, let's do that again. And agree to commit murder in the first degree of Tammy Daybell did combine or conspire to commit murder, and one or more of such persons did an act to affect the object of the combination or conspiracy. So one or more of the people up here did do the things they said, conspire and commit the murder of Tammy Daybell. That's my interpretation of the legalese. So Tammy was an angel. Tammy is an angel. Tammy is a school teacher. No, not a school teacher. She was a librarian at a school, which the level of patience and understanding and empathy to work with kids like that, especially today's kids that are just, they're brats. Okay, sorry, a lot of them are. I think that the more technology that comes out, it's great in many ways, but in other ways, it kind of is, it's really, I wanted to be a teacher, and, then MySpace happened. And so it's not even like you're just dealing with the things that are happening in the classroom. You are dealing with everything. You can't just go home from school and then that's it. And you get that break till the next day you go to school. Say if you're a bullied kid. I was a bullied kid. Let me just tell you, I looked like Danny Bonaducci. Danny Bonaducci. I can prove it here. All right, you guys. I was also really flippin' tall. So, really tall. Okay. I was 6 in this picture. I looked like Danny Bonaducci as a child. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know. But I cannot imagine, because the level of bullying that I got as a kid was just horrible. I had big buck teeth. I had extra teeth, My mom cut my hair. Okay, so let's look at this picture here. It looks like I have short hair. Actually, I have a mullet. And then Star Wars, man. Those are Princess Leia braids. Let's get in there close so you can see. Those are actually Princess Leia braids on the side. like a bun, like it was a braid and then the bun around like that. It was completely covering my ears like headphones. So I couldn't hear. It was, yeah, I was trying to do this. That's a whole nother, we'll do a story time about that picture. That's why I printed it, because I'm going to do a story time about it. But another day. Okay, so where were we? All right, I keep getting freaking sidetracked. I haven't been online for a long time. I don't get out much at all either, so that's not very helpful. All right, I have left my house twice in the last 17 days. So, yeah, okay. AKA, I don't get a lot of contact with the outside world either, so I'm very excited about this. Okay, anyway, all right, let's move on. So, in furtherance of the conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree of Tamara Tammy Daybell, and to effect the objects thereof, one or more of the following overt acts are committed by one or more of the subjects in the conspiracy as part of a continuing criminal transaction and a common scheme or plan within the Madison and Fremont counties or elsewhere in the state of Idaho. So number one, on or about the dates of October 26, 2018 and June 9, 2020, Chad Guy Daybell and Lori Noreen Vallow did encourage or espouse religious beliefs for the purpose of justifying and encouraging the homicide of Tamara Tammy Daybell. Just like if we go back, that's the justification for Tylee, the justification for JJ, and I would be willing to bet that's going to be the justification. Well, no, they're saying it was self-defense. They self-defensed him. But, yeah. Okay. On or about September 1st, 2019, Lori Noreen Vallow did move to Rexburg, Idaho with Alex Cox, Tylee Ryan, and JJ. Text messages between Chad and Lori regarding death percentages for Tammy and JJ messages on July 30th, 2019. That's item number 3. So these death percentages and this zombie shit, I mean, I just cannot. How in the hell? What in the hell, Julie? Can we get some answers, Julie? Julie, call me from your car and tell me what the hell, Julie? They were listening to you. You, Julie, they were listening to you. And they were listening to Chad. And they came up with this death percentages crap. So this is supposedly something that because of Chad's little veil, because he fell on some rocks in his early 20s and cracked his soul hole open. So he has a soul hole in his forehead where he can see through the veil, apparently. It made the veil thin or whatever. Do you know what? I have fallen and cracked my head open a few times. In fact, I've had the whole back of my head cut open. So maybe I got some thinness too. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. They came up with this whole, like, they're going to lead the people, him and Lori, and they'd met in these past lives, and with the help of David Warwick, Melanie Gibbs, Jason Mao, Thor, and the Jameses, these are all some folks out in a vow, you got Zulema here. She's going to give everybody hugs through all of it. Yeah. You got Alex. Yeah, yeah. So their whole concept was you could be possessed by a demon spirit, aka zombie, and that they could take over your body, and then your soul would die, and that the only way that you could be freed to go to heaven is if Lori and Chad were able to get you killed off. I mean, pray you to death or whatever the heck they do, So Melanie was like, well, I didn't think they were going to kill anyone. This is what she's telling. So she did an interview. Wait, we got Nate Eaton here somewhere. Okay, where's Nate? I got Nate and I got Justin. They're really little because I knew I was running out of ink. I actually ran out of ink on Nate. Dang it. See? The little bars on his pants. This is Nate Eaton from East Idaho News. So Nate Eaton from East Idaho News, he's doing this interview with Melanie Gibbs. Let me get out of the way there, Alex. I'm not talking to you right now. Everybody move. So Nate, he's interviewing Melanie Gibb, and she's like, I didn't have any idea. I didn't know. And, you know, I thought that they could feel the spirit. And, you know, and then I'm just as shocked as everyone else, but that we know that's complete bullshit because of this phone call that she made back in January of 2019. So, yeah, it's, that was before it really blew up publicly. So I think in my opinion, this phone call was kind of her trying to save face within her group, her clique, her little community, so that she could continue to pull people into the Wowuh group. Because if everyone's seeing her as a crackpot along with Lori and Chad, then they're not going to listen to her podcast. They're not going to come to her little conventions, and they're not going to buy her books. So she needed to save face. So I think that that's what that phone call was about. So that was like that. Oh my God, did you hear what they said? And so let me just tell you what really happened. Oh my God, which I absolutely cannot stand that shit, but I've seen it a lot. And let me just tell you that within any time you have a large group, whether it be a religion, an office, a neighborhood, you know, it can devolve into this high school, like, you know, everybody always says, well, when you get out of high school, it'll be better. No, it won't. I mean, because that shit continues on. You have it in your office politics. It's real bad in church too. Like everybody wants to be like, oh yes, it's all just about the spirit of the Lord and feeling His presence and the reverence. Yes. But then it becomes a contest of I'm more reverend than you. I'm more, you know, yeah. So, yeah. So I feel like that was kind of her trying to save face so that she can continue on in her group and stay within her circle of friends without being clumped together with Lori and Chad. And that I don't think she had any idea that it was going to blow up as big as it did. None whatsoever, you know? So, yeah, I think that none of them thought it would blow up this big. And that's why they weren't real careful about, you know, I mean, they were blatant with their stuff. This is their little wedding photo. They didn't even, like, 11 days later, they're getting married. What's the rush, you know? What is the rush? I mean, sure, in Mormon religion, sex outside of marriage is like, but I don't even think that's, yeah, like, I don't know. You do have a lot of fast marriages in the Mormon church. I think that's my theory as to why, but yeah. Anyway, so, okay, moving on. All right, so on or about September 1st, 2019, Lori Noreen Vallow did move to Rexburg, Idaho with Alex Cox, Tyler Ryan, and Joshua J. Jackson, hereinafter J.J. Vallow. They keep saying hereinafter, but then they still use his entire name, and I still read his entire name because text messages between Chad and Lori regarding death percentages for Tammy and JJ, and messages on July 30th, 2019. So July 30th, let's just have a look at our timeline because that's significant. What was happening in July? Do we remember? Can anyone raise your hand? If you didn't, no, just kidding. So is it the 12th? Do you guys remember? July 30th. So right. So much. So I don't even know which one of these to read first. But anyway, July, I think it was the 10th. No, the 11th. July 11th is when that's when they killed Charles. I have a picture of Charles here. There he is. That's when they killed Charles. Here's Charles Vallow. So July 11th, they killed Charles Vallow. July 11th afternoon, they have a pool party. They don't bother to tell, like, so they had taken, Lori had taken, and I'm getting this information from Zach's live, his interview that he did with Justin Lum. Where's Justin Lum? Here's Justin Lum. Okay. There we go, Justin Lum. So Justin Lum interviewed Zach here just a few days ago. And he was talking about that he had continued to talk to Charles after the January incident where Charles had tried to have Lori committed, and the Arizona police really should have not given her every tip in the book to avoid that. But I wonder how that cop feels right now. But yeah, so Lori finds out that Charles's life insurance policy is going to go to Kay, and she's super pissed about it. And so I think that that's what the text messages. Yeah. I just had a brain fart, sorry. Yeah, so July 30th, they've killed Charles. Now they're moving on to like, okay, now your wife's in the way. So I think that that's what the text messages were about. Yeah. Right here it says regarding death percentages. So yeah, I just got a little sidetracked there. I was like, wait a second, that date. Wait. Okay. Did I stay up too late last night playing with my freaking flannel board? Yes, I did. Okay. Anyway, so they want those texts from July 30th. Chad Daybell obtains a burner phone in September, on the 18th of September, 2019, which is a few days after they have, like, that's a little, like, Jay Blayton and a couple bodies short there, bud. Chad Daybell obtains a burner phone on September 18th. Alex Cox obtains a burner phone on October 9th. The text messages between Chad Guy Daybell and Noreen Vallow about Tammy Daybell being in limbo and Tammy being possessed by a spirit named Viola. I almost wonder if this Viola person and this Nick Snyder person are people who have wronged Lori in the past, and that if we really looked deep, and I have tried to find like some connections to those names to her, like where did these names come from? I mean, to her or to Chad? Like, okay. So they believe that Tammy is supposedly possessed by a spirit. This is the code that they're talking to each other in. Like, yeah, she's dark now because she's about to find out about our up there. Now we also know that okay, so Charles had discovered an email on his computer that he didn't write, but it was written, supposedly supposed to be from him, right? He had suspected that Lori and Chad were having an affair, and he was right. And he had contacted Adam. There's Adam. That's Barry. We need Adam. Where you at, Adam? Yeah, where's Adam? Adam, you need to quit running away. Adam, where are you? We lost Adam. We've lost Adam, you guys. Where is that's Chuckles? Chad. All right. Well, I would put Adam up there as a visual aid, but I lost Adam. The heck. That's Brandon. All right. Well, anyway, so I'm just gonna take my word for it because I lost Adam. So, but anyway, so Charles gets a hold of Adam and he tells him, like, I'm really worried about Lori. I am just very concerned about her. Oh, there's Adam. Okay. And at the time, Adam's son is living with, all right, you guys, co-conspirators over on this side. So at the time, we have Lori. Let's get us a little Lori. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm just having way too much fun. It's like, yeah, okay. So Lori and Charles are, okay, let's see. Let's pretend they're still together. And Adam is going to try to help Charles. And at the time, Zach is living with Lori and Chad, along with JJ and Tylee. And Charles had said that he was going to get a hold of Tammy and let her know. He had mentioned this to Adam. And it wasn't but a week later. I mean, like it maybe 10 days later, you know, all of a sudden we have Alex self-defensing. Okay, so then he moves out. Thank goodness he was already moved out because Lori was like, oh, Charles cheated on me. And so they were fighting and whatnot. And Lori had moved to this house that she eventually was able to get Charles self-defense to death. Yeah, so this is so confusing, you guys. I'm gonna have to do like a whole like series. Just, I mean, we need red string for crying out loud. Yeah. And I'm gonna run out of time today, but I'll come back tomorrow. I mean, let's just do this again tomorrow at noon because we got a lot to talk about. Okay, so, all right. On September 8th, now, keep in mind that that is the date, September 8th or 9th, right in that area. That is when Tylee was no longer with us. When they, I don't know if I've said the M word in here already. It's probably too late, but yeah, where they, what they did to, when they did what they did to Tylee. That was on the 8th, September 8th or 9th. And Chad Guy Daybell signs an application along with Tammy Daybell to increase her life map insurance to the maximum allowed under her policy. Buries the kid in his backyard and then goes inside and he's like, wifey, sign here. Let's increase your child or your life insurance in case anything ever happens to you. I don't even know, like, did she really sign it or did he forge her name? Just my opinion. I don't know. It's just, yeah. Alex Cox attempts to shoot Tammy on October 9th. So they got to wait 30 days, right? You can't just like increase your insurance and then just like kill. So you got to wait the 30 days for the insurance policy to kick in. Let me get a drink right quick. So precisely 30 days after the insurance has been increased, this is when Alex Cox attempts to shoot Tammy. Now I'm going to say attempts because let me just tell you, the way that Alex is described by his friend who's a comedian, his brother in a video at a shooting range, and then I zoomed in and see, like, you can say you're good with guns, you can, have a lot of knowledge, you can play a lot of Call of Duty, but at the end of the day, let's see your grouping on that target sheet, and he had some pretty nice groupings, and I find it hard to believe that if he had, I don't think he wanted to kill Tammy. I don't think he wanted to kill anybody. I'm probably going to have all kinds of people coming at me for this. I think he wanted to help his sister, but that he just, I think if he wanted to put a bullet in Tammy, he would have put a bullet in Tammy because he was a very good shot. But yeah, it's there's something weird and off about that whole thing with Alex, especially since they killed him. If he was still alive, I probably wouldn't be looking into it this hard, but he's not. He mysteriously dies the day after Tammy gets exhumed. So that's odd. That's very odd. And like several YouTubers have pointed out, the day that Charles is killed, there are 4 people: Lori, Alex, Tylee, and JJ. So that's odd. I mean, weird. So then we want, what else did they want? They want Alex, right. Alex Cox conducted multiple internet searches between the dates of October 8th, 2019 and October 12th, 2019, including searches related to Grendel Drop and shooting through a Dodge Dakota. So Grendel Drop refers to so if you imagine the Drop is what they're talking about. Grendel is the brand. So the Drop, what they're talking about is, if you imagine the, what is it called? I cannot remember. The reticle, is that it? The reticle, it's like what you see when you look through the sight on a gun. And there's you have the little, okay. So if you imagine your reticle, say it's a line reticle or whatever. So when you're aiming, there's like these little, there's measurements that you can do, because when your gun shoots, it's going to, when your bullet comes out, it is going to do this. This is the drop. So you need to know what the drop is for certain wind conditions. It's, how far it is, how far your target is, how fast the velocity, like how fast the gun shoots, I mean, so there's just a lot of calculations that go into it. That's why snipers are the stuff, man, like, because they have to just be able to, on the fly, know all that. So I don't think that Alex is any kind of a type of a sniper, but he's talking about shooting through this Dodge Dakota. So what is this Dodge Dakota? This is a screen capture off of a East Idaho News. That is a black Dodge Dakota. I remembered it right away because I happen to drive a Dodge Dakota. Mine's gray. But when Garth was loading that truck up, like the shit that goes through your head, like, here comes, we got helicopter. Here's helicopter Nate. And he's like, chum, 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 chum. And I'm like, oh my God, they found the bodies. Chum, chum, chum. It's like, is that my grandma's house? Chum, 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 chum. Oh, that's my uncle's house. Chum, chum, chum. Because, like, my family hails from Rexburg and Archer. So, yeah, let's put helicopter Nate right up there. this guy, he's like, I need a helicopter stat. And he got a helicopter. I mean, I'm really impressed with that. But anyway, so I can't get a helicopter. Can you get a helicopter? No. I mean, like, well, maybe you can. I cannot just go get a helicopter. But yeah, so, but it's just like that weird stuff that comes in, like, and so here's Garth. I'm like, here's this person loading up stuff at a crime scene. Hey, I drive a truck like that. Like literally, it's the same. Mine's a Bighorn model, so mine's a little nicer. But yeah. But it's literally it's got to be close to the same year. It is so close to the same body style and everything. So I knew right away that yeah. I think okay. So Flower Child. You wonder if Lori ever had life insurance. I would say so. I would say so because they were just very into that, making like making sure everybody's insured. But yeah. Yeah, I, in my opinion, yes, I think she probably did have insurance. But so okay, let's see. Let's try to get through this. I got to stay focused. You gotta help me stay focused here. So, Alex going to the gun range in the months before October 9th, 2019, and the attempted shooting of Tamara and Tammy Daybell takes place. Now, one thing about shooting is it's a consumable skill, meaning that if you don't go out to the range on a regular basis, you will get worse. Like it's a consumable skill. Like your body, like time consumes it, like you have to go out and just be on it. So, you don't want to like just, okay. So say you're in Texas and they've got this law now, everyone can carry a handgun in Texas. I'm really worried about that because I think someone that doesn't know how to use their gun is equally dangerous to someone that is on a rampage, because you really need to know. For one thing, you don't want the kid. You don't want to hit yourself in the face with it. You got to hold it a certain way so it doesn't pinch your hand when the thing comes back. You need to know how to take your weapon apart and clean it. You need to know how to load your own clips so that you don't load that stuff wrong. Like you put the wrong bullets in or put them in backwards or whatever. Most of them are pretty dummy proof at this point, but I mean, and you need to practice that so you can continue to be able to hit your target, so. And I think that Alex was into guns a little bit, and he went to the range a lot. Like one of the videos I've recently seen was, I think it was 2017. And that's what I'm talking about. I saw his grouping and stuff. I mean, he was shooting a 50 cal. It's a big, nice gun. But say like somebody was like, oh, I want to get a gun, but I want it to be the biggest gun I could get. Well, maybe you shouldn't be. Okay, this is a whole ass another tangent. I'm going to just hush about that. Second Amendment. Okay. Anyway. All right. Just be done. Okay. Where was I going with that? I feel like I was going someplace specific with that. Oh, I was. So Alex was good with guns. He supposedly, what's the word? Allegedly shot at Brandon Boudreaux too. I mean, we are pretty confident that, now Brandon Boudreaux is Melanie Pawlowski's ex-husband. Here's Melanie Pawlowski. We used to call her Melanie Boudreaux. But they got divorced. Now see how happy and joyous he was. And then Melanie happened. Look at the poor guy. He's happy and joyous again now, though. I don't know if joyous is the word, but he is finding some semblance of normalcy in his life. He is remarried. He's moved on. He's got a good support system. I believe that the peripheral victims of this, in my opinion, they're victims in this are the Woodcoxes, the Ryans, Colby and Kelsey, and Brandon and his new wife. And then, of course, the Vallow boys, Charles's sons, and the Daybell, Cammie's kids. Like, wow. I mean, but it does appear that they're kind of leaning on each other through this, because really each other are the only ones that can possibly understand on the level, you know, that, I don't know, they just say, like, who do you vent to about something like this other than someone who's got, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, you can vent to anyone, but to I guess, feel truly understood, I don't know, I can see why they would, you know, the chaos of it would bring them closer together. It's just so sad. It is so sad. And then Brandon, Adam, and I indicated it, Barry, but okay, so Adam and his son, remember this is Zach, it just represents Zach. Zach, you get to be Luke Skywalker because that's the only one I had. And then Brandon Boudreaux, and there's 4. Let me think. Okay, so we had Adam. Oh, Charles, Adam, Zach, and Brandon. Lori was trying to tell everybody that they were after her, trying to murder her, trying to kill her for insurance money. One thing Zach says is that everything she was accusing other people of, she was guilty of. Absolutely true. Absolutely. I mean, in my opinion. So, you know, and she had even put Colby's wife as being dark too. I mean, just Kelsey is a beautiful human being. I mean, Kelsey and Colby, the things that they've been through are just horrific, and they are just so strong through all of it, and have made it like their personal mission to, I don't know, to, God, I don't even know how to articulate what I'm trying to say here. It just, my heart goes out to them. My heart just goes out to them. It just, what do you do when that's your mom? Like, you know? Okay, so the Dodge was used by Tammy, I believe owned by Garth, but Tammy would drive it occasionally. So, and I believe she's supposed to have been driving it that day. But the Dodge is Garth's, as far as I know. Garth's. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Now, what time is it? I gotta watch the time because I have a doctor's appointment. So, gotta see my infectious disease specialist today. I'll do a whole ass update on what's been going on, why I've been gone. I have some significant health problems, and I needed to be able to tell my kids about what was going on with me before I told the internet, I guess. But I will I'll just make a whole video about that so that I don't have to like do this in the beginning and be true, you know, like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't, and this and that. I can just be like, refer to that video. Yeah, so one of them things, you know, take what life throws at us. But yeah, so I have doctor's appointments pretty well. Oh, you know what? I'm looking for my phone and I'm recording on it. Okay. All right, let's just move on here. Okay. I can go for about another 15 minutes about. Okay. And then I'll be back tomorrow about noon. Hopefully I can get on right at noon tomorrow because I've got hopefully my system down again a little bit. Maybe I'll even have makeup on. But we'll just keep doing these story times, trying to get through all this information. And then I'm going to do an unboxing. See this giant pile right here? I don't know if you can see that. This is all the stuff I'm supposed to be unboxing one at a time to do my little But yeah. So I'm gonna open all this a bunch of makeup, and then I have sub love. I've had subscribers send me stuff, and oh my god, you guys, we hit 500. I can't even believe it. So I'm gonna do a post about that, and I'm gonna do a giveaway where I'm going to do a little care package, and I'll send some. I don't. Can you see that? That is vanilla macadamia, Lions brand coffee, and then just regular plain, and then a toasted coconut. So these little, and just like some little treats and whatever for the first prize, whatever drawing winner is. And then I'm gonna do 5 postcards, one for each 100. So you can get a postcard from Hawaii. I don't know if that's lame or whatever, but anyway, so that's what I'm going to do for that. And so maybe we will stop at count. Oh, well, wait. I think we're just about there because this is all the grand theft. Oh, yeah. Let's just finish up really quick. Then what we'll do is we'll get into we'll do a timeline. We will talk about this Melanie Gibbs thing. And then I could do an entire video on Lori's incompetency thing. But let me just tell you, all right, let's quickly, okay, we'll go in order here. So they did the grand theft felony, which was basically to deceit, intent to deprive others of property and or to appropriate the same to herself or to a third person, wrongfully take, obtain, withhold, and or did abet another to take, obtain, or withhold the property of another, to wit, Social Security benefits allotted for Tylee. Wait, why is that? Oh, the grand theft is by itself. So, right, so that was for the benefits, and it was enough of an amount to be grand theft because it exceeded $1,000, and anything exceeding $1,000, that's grand theft in Idaho. Then you have the insurance fraud from Chad, and the insurance fraud to defraud the insurance company Life Map over Tammy, and then the count 9 is also insurance fraud. The defendant, on or about October 19, 2019, October 31st, 2019, in the county of Madison and Rural Fremont County, state of Idaho, did with the intent to defraud or deceive an insurer for the purpose of obtaining money or benefit present. Yeah, so that's just the insurance fraud of, of Tammy. So let's, okay, this place, oh my gosh, y'all. So this is, let's see if you can, all right, whoops, Blackfoot, Idaho. The Insane Asylum, otherwise known as State Hospital South. Now, when it was built, it was called the Idaho Insane Asylum. It was built by incarcerees. They called them inmates then. So, yeah, that's it though. That's what she's looking at if she doesn't get it together. And this just feels like a bunch of crap. Okay, so people have said, well, if she can't, it's the courts or whatever. I don't know. I've heard a lot of differing opinions on it. My opinion is the one that I'm here to talk about today. My opinion is this is a ploy. When you listen to, now I had originally thought it was the judge that had, not just the judge by himself, like he didn't just like, oh, hey, are you okay? But like that the state had gone for that or whatever. But then when Rob Wood objected, I was like, what the hell? Wait, what do you mean? So what's going on here? Let's just move these guys. Just focus on Lori for a minute. Miss Lori. All of this, everything goes away. And at the end of the day, who do you have, Lori? Who do you have? Only, nope, he's in another jail. Yeah, nope, just you. That one sticks. That one stuck really good. Lori. So, folks are really concerned about this incompetent to stand trial. Now, we are one of 4 states. I say we as though I'm still in Idaho. I live in Hawaii now, but I'm from Idaho, so I'm a Hawaiidahoan, right? But Idaho, really the insane insanity defense was done away with. It was like the late 80s, early 90s, right in time to where I feel like that, well, anyway, so, but they got rid of it because it was being used for everything. And they did it, there was a interview here on Inside Edition, maybe, I could be wrong, that Mark Means had done, and he was like, yeah, see, that's why they got rid of it. It was because of money. Well, when you go in for a speeding ticket and you plead insanity, the court has to, to determine if that's true or not. Now, of course, if you lose, then all of that can go against you. But like, if you win, then you're going to pay back that court costs and that the cost of psychological evaluations that are necessary now that you have brought that up, because it is your right or whatever in the states where that's your right or whatever. So yeah, Idaho did do away with it. And as Idahoans, we were pretty dang happy because it was being overused. And like, it doesn't change the fact, like, if you killed someone and you were insane, you still killed someone. Something is broken in your brain that made you do that. And so I don't really feel like it changes a hell of a lot. What we need to know is, are you competent to stand trial? If you're competent to stand trial, you should stand trial. If you're insane, probably shouldn't get the death penalty, So that's a federal thing now. So that's not up to Idahoans. That's federal. If you have been declared insane, you cannot get the death penalty. So in my opinion, if we had the insanity defense, they'd be trying to use that like in a heartbeat, but they knew damn well we didn't have that. And so in my opinion, what is going on here is they are going to try to certify she's going to take this out to the end. So like the incompetency, they try to restore you to competency. Okay. So that is normally like 30, 60, 90 days, right around in there. And if they are unable to restore you to competency, then you go to a long-term place like Blackfoot South. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do a whole video on Blackfoot South because it's a local legend. It's haunted. There are tunnels underneath where they used to do experiments. They had the tunnels underneath so they could move the patients from building to building without them, because it's a whole campus. Now that's just the first building. But yeah, I guess they used to waterboard. Well, allegedly they would waterboard the patients to water out the gay out of them. Just like there is some crazy stuff that happened at that hospital, crazy stuff. And then even into modern times, more crazy stuff. And I don't know about recently, but I can tell you that in the 80s, it was not a good place to be. In the early 90s, it was not a good place to be. It is awful there. Awful. It's just awful. Andy Crayons! Oh my gosh! I haven't seen you in forever. Okay. I think an independent evaluation will show that she's not insane, just batshit crazy. I think that it was a good idea on Rob Wood's part to go ahead and, oh wow, where's Rob? I had a great Rob picture here. You just really missed an opportunity there. Look at this. Rob Wood was like, I don't know about that. So he has objected, and they want their own expert to evaluate her, but she knew what she was doing. She knows exactly what she was doing. Like, even the insanity defense, like, it wouldn't have applied to her because she's not so insane that she didn't know that she had done, like, that's like, you don't know the difference between right and wrong. You don't give a crap about yourself enough to have self-preservation. She definitely she definitely covered up her crime. She definitely lied to protect herself. She definitely knew what she was doing. So even an insanity defense wouldn't have even, she would not have got that. XOXO, XO, like the kids in the heart. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was weird. I'm sorry. If I could undo that, I would. This is the trouble with live. I would have deleted that. Weird little, I don't know what that was, but yeah. YMCA. Okay, anyway. Oh, my timer just went off. Okay, I have to go because I got to do my doctor's appointment. Let's meet back here, same bat channel, same black place, tomorrow, about noonish. I got to go see this one today is an infectious disease specialist. I have my own Dr. Fauci, but that's not his name. Yeah, because Spiro Keats. Who knew? I just think it's cool I have a Spiro, but apparently the doctors don't. They're like, that. No, you don't want that. I was like, okay, all right. So I'm going to see him. It's a televisit, so I can't, I just have to show up online. Yes. Oh, I hope you guys can make it back tomorrow. That would be awesome. I'm going to try and do it about the same time. Let's just call it 1 o'clock tomorrow because noon was difficult for me to make that happen. So let's say about 1 o'clock tomorrow. So, that's my time. So that would be 7 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, 7 o'clock Eastern. 6 hours between me and y'all in New York instead. So Florida, whatnot. All right. Noon. Yes, Hawaii time. So it would be 6, 7 o'clock Eastern, right in there. Yeah. But it's going to be Saturday. And so, yeah, we'll work on this a little bit. I might get online tonight after all my stuff and go ahead and do my unboxings because I have subscriber love in here. I was just so excited about that. Oh, get back up there, State Hospital South. Okay. I speak with such authority on Blackfoot South because I have known very good friends that have been there. I visited there. I've had it threatened. Like when I got tuberculosis, they're like, we're going to lock you up in Blackfoot South if you don't take the isoniazid, because it was like just killing my liver. Like it was awful. But yeah, anyway, I've been there. I've been there a few times. Not as a patient, but I've been inside the building and I do know patients. But anyway, so yeah, we will definitely talk about Blackfoot South tomorrow. I think I will probably get online and open my packages. These ones are from you. I'm so excited that we hit 500. It was a trip. I was like having a really bad day, and then I get online and all of a sudden I have like 100 more subscribers than I had the last time I looked, and I was like, I don't even know how this is happening, but I'm really stoked about it, and it has really given me a reason to just not lay around in bed, you know what I mean? Like, because I feel like crap, but this is something I can do from my bed, so this is great. This is awesome. So this is going to work out. So I am going to I think I'm going to try to do my unboxing either tonight or tomorrow night after the video. Yeah, anyway. And we'll open up all this makeup. We'll see what refreshments these are. I'm 2 months behind on refreshments. I don't even know what's in here. This is Lip Monthly. And then I have, this is a Ipsy Plus. And then I actually even have somewhere the Ipsy X. I don't know how that happened. That was an accident. I tried to cancel it, but that'll be on that video. We'll bitch and moan about that later. But yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packages, 10 packages that I'm behind. So we'll just get that done too. I'll probably do that this evening. So if y'all are still up and around. Yeah, my emails. Yeah, let me just put it in here. My email is theweirdmom2020@gmail.com. But I don't know, where's my little thing to make a comment? Okay, come on. Normally, oh my God, it says the wired, no, the weird mom. Sometimes I'm the wired mom, but not today. Okay, that is my email, theweirdmom2020@gmail.com. Awesome. All right. Yes. Okay. So tonight I'm going to try to do my unboxing and my and we'll talk about me hitting 500 and how I'm going to try and figure out some kind of contest to do for that to win a care package from Hawaii of so we can have coffee and treats together. And if you don't drink coffee, I'll send you tea. And if you don't drink tea, I don't know what to tell you. Give it to someone else. Okay. All right. On that note, I'm going to go see this doctor, get that out of the way, and I'll probably be back around 6 o'clock my time, which is going to be really flipping late on the East Coast. But if you're still up, it's Friday night. Friday night. Oh, is today Friday? Yeah. Friday night. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Okay. All right. This was great. I wish I wouldn't have waited so long. I always feel like crap, and there's this and that, and shit gets life comes at you fast, and you know how it is. But oh man, we got a lot to talk about with Lori, so I'll be back. And I have a lot of packages to open, so I'll be back. Awesome, Andy. I'm gonna go check that right. Well, I have to do it after the doctor, or I'll get sidetracked and forget to log in. But yes, all right, cool. Hopefully I'll see you guys tonight. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. And if not, see you on the flip side. All right. Thank you. Aloha. Mwah.